What do you think about like fans that ask for autographs, stuff like
They're
that?
crazy.
There are two types of autographers, or graphists as they like to be called: sellers and collectors, ones that like to sell them for a profit, and ones that like to keep them around, stockpile them, maybe hang them on a wall. When it comes to autographing, there are three types, and they're all vastly different. There's sports, there's music, and there's movie stars or celebrities. Each one's got their own set of folks doing it. These graphists get their autographs by waiting at venues, going to signing events at Zia, going to the spring training games, sneaking up on them at their hotels, following their vans or cars, tracking their flights using an app called Flight Tracker, going to team practices, going to normal signing events, or even mailing the autographs to them. FlightAware is an application used by the graphists to track the flights of folks who they're getting autographs of. Once they've tracked their flight, they ambush them at the airport for autographs. This can be used on a phone and or computer. Graphists have even created their own lingo for this business. You have a graph, graphing, a grapher, a collector, a seller, an eBayer, one who sells the graph exclusively on eBay. Racking is getting a large amount of graphs at one point. Flipping is to sell your graph. A piece is an object to get signed, just as an atom is. Getting big lead is having your graph denied. Info is necessary to get the graph. Tracking flights is something they do using an app called FlightAware. They follow the cars and vans of whoever they're going to have it signed. A scheme is their plan to get the graph, and a paint pen is a crisp pen for the autograph.
Guys that sell it, does that bother you or affect you at all? Or
The guys that sell our,
like the guys that sell autographs that they get?
you know, in some ways yes, in some ways no. Like sometimes you'll see a guy that comes after a show and he's got like 10, 20 things he wants you to sign. You know, depending on my mood, and I know he's going to resell them. So depending on my mood, I might do maybe just a few or half. We'll sign a few of them. You know, we're not. You know, though a lot of times they'll say this is for my family. This one's for this one's for my mom, my dad, my grandpa. I'm like, how many relatives do you have? Cousin, first cousin, second cousin, third cousin. Come on, so sometimes.
Would you consider yourself to be a seller or a collector?
Collector. I'll trade things with my friends for other autographs I don't have, but selling is just it's not worth the time.
Would you say that the sellers and the collectors have a lot of conflicts with each other?
Yeah, there's a lot of eBay scum out there
eBay bullshit.
that ruin it for everybody else, and they basically come there with pick guards and drum heads, and the bands don't like that stuff. They want their fans there And you know, those eBay collectors, it scares off the band from actually coming down to the fans. And
don't ask me to draw to take a picture with it because I always drop these. You're too big for me.
gotta be able to sit there for hours and hours. You have to know who you're looking for. I got friends that couldn't even tell you what the Black Crowes guy looked like. I got, you know, what was the question again? I forgot. I got distracted for a second. I've been collecting for like 30 years, 25 years. It's a good hobby because I've had all this stuff my whole life and it's just been sitting around. So I'm actually taking something I own and turning it into something better. It's not worth, I think, selling the stuff necessarily because you sit there for 12 hours and maybe you'll make $100. Again, I got Jackass, different Bret Michaels, Vince Neil, Wayne Static, the band Korn, got set lists. I've also gotten Kevin James from King of Queens. You know, these are just from all the hundreds of shows I've been to, just different guitar picks. Tons and tons of guitar picks. I mean, I got piles of the stuff.
Been getting autographs for maybe 3 years. You can kind of see some of my autographs back there. And on this side,
Okay guys, we're leaving. This is a plastic chain. It's going to break. Get you guys to back up just a little bit for me. Thank you.
Be careful. Come on now.
Please.
Doing autographs 2007. Just went to a concert. Went to Megadeth and saw the band. They asked me if I wanted to go meet the band, and I'm like, sure. Got hooked ever since.
What's your favorite graph that you have?
Either Ozzy Osbourne or Roger Waters from Pink Floyd. Like I have a drum head signed by the Misfits, and it's got like 20 members of the Misfits on it.
Insane, man.